And today we'll be discussing about the correction of plane surfaces using the software. So till now we have discussed about the what you call triangular lamina, pentagonal lamina, square lamina, and hexagonal lamina. And one more lamina is pending out, circular lamina, that will be discussed in the next class. And afterwards we'll wind up this correction of surfaces, plane surfaces. And we know then yes, we are having the 40% of the weightage for the laboratory, and how to do these correction of plane surfaces in the lab. So that we'll discuss today. So in this, so if you look at here, this triangular lamina construction. So an equilateral triangle, or lamina of 25 sides lies on one of its sides on HP. The lamina makes 45 degrees with HP, and one of its medians is inclined to at 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projection. So first, lamina inclination is 45 degrees to HP. So we keep the lamina parallel to HP. And we'll move with the by drawing the parallel to the HP, and then top is the true shape, right? So and it is resting on one of its sides, okay, and is one of its side has to come on the left side. So draw the triangle. So you know how to draw the triangle. Just first draw the XY line using the line command. Draw the XY line, okay, and use that line command to draw a triangle first with a given length of 25 mm and angle is 0. Then 25 mm angle is, because it is measured in the anti-clockwise direction, we can be given as 120. And then close this with this total line. Then because it is resting on side, so the side has to come on left side. So this triangle has to be rotated in such a way that one of the side has to come vertical. So this side is making vertical. So rotate the triangle to a position with rotate the triangle to position it with one side is vertical. So earlier what we have drawn? We have drawn by using the just by drawing one triangle, I mean by drawing the horizontal line with the 25 mm and take 120 mm, 120 degrees with the 25 mm length, then close the triangle. So close the triangle. So once you finish this triangle, but as the condition is given that it is resting on one of its sides. So one of the side making vertical on the left side, sir, means perpendicular to the vertical plane. We need to keep that side resting side. So in order to keep that, you need to rotate this triangular lamina. Using the rotate command.
Sir, it's full screen ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ sir ಇದು?
Pick one endpoint of this and then the other endpoint of this, then rotate to make that vertical line. So rotate the triangle, position it with one side vertical. The mouse has to be clicked on the screen when you get the small vertical symbol. Okay, so here what commands are used? One is the line command, the angle command. The other one is use the rotate command to make this vertical. Then I need to draw the front view. How to draw the front view? By projecting upward vertical lines and then using the line command join to this. But here the thickness of the line you need to change to a 0.5 mm. Thickness of the line should be, because this and this should be both 0.5 mm. Next what I have to do? I have to do the second portion is rotation of the line view. I have to do the rotating the line view. So how to rotate the line view? Here in the sketchbook what we have done is reconstructed, means by taking any one from this line and rotate it to a given angle, and then
Sir, you're not audible.
Sir, you're not audible, sir. 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 Sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
ಇದು ಕೇಳಿಸಿದೆ ಸೌಂಡ್
ನೀನ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ರ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ದು.
ತರುಣ್ ನಿಂದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ತರುಣ್ ಅಂದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಬಿಡು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಏನೋ ಶರತ್ ಇದು ಇವು
ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಣ್ಲೆ
ಸರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮಾಡ್ದಾಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್.
Then draw top view by drawing vertical projection and horizontal projection from this endpoint and from this endpoint, from this endpoint to this endpoint. Then join all these points. Join all these points. Then get the top view. Then get the top view. See here. So I have drawn. I have rotated. Here I use the to get this line. First I have taken this move with copy command. Move with copy and then placing on this XY line. And then by keeping one end point and then rotated this line to a given 45 degrees. Then afterwards I have drawn a vertical projection line like this and then like this, horizontal projection line and vertical projection line, and get the intersection point. Here an intersection point, one more intersection point, and join all these with a 0.5 mm thickness. Okay. So next is, because the lamina is inclined, the one of its median is inclined to VP, at 45 degrees. So this here median is nothing but this is the true median and this is the apparent median. This is the true reconstruction. So we use the reconstruction here. So in this case, what you have to do is you just use the move and rotate command. So naming is done A, B, C, A, and then A dash, C dash in bracket, and B dash. Then the same can be move with copy. Okay, the same thing can be here. Can be move with copy, and here also this one can be placed here. Move with copy, and this move with copy B and C to here, and then B to here, and then C to here. So this is a naming convention. Next, what we have done is dimension also. Angle between this 45 degrees. Using the angle between command is the angle between command. So I can represent 45 degrees. Now in the question he has given that median is inclined. So here true median and apparent median. True median and apparent median. So move with copy. Here using the blind move, don't use this blind move in the using software. So you have to pick any one of the corner. You have to pick any one of the corner. You have to pick any one of the corner. So he has taken the apparent median length as 15.31 and true length of the median is 21.65. So true length of the median is to be taken and apparent length of the median to be taken. Then you need to draw 45 degrees because it is given true median is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees. True median is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees. So this line should be 0.13 because it is a projection line. Then this has moved. See, this is the apparent median length. This is the true median length, which you have to take. We have to place any one of the point on this. See, placing any one of the point on this and take the radius. Radius is equal to 21.65. So radius is equal to 21.65. So you need to see after taking this using the arc by center point command. See here, this is the arc by center point command which you need to use for locating the true median, with the length of 21.65 on the 45 degrees line, So he has located at one particular point and then take the 21.65 as the radius by using the arc by center point command, and then cut this particular line, 45 degrees line. See, cut the arc with the true length of one of the medians, then draw the locus through this point and again cut arc on this locus, then with reduced length of the same median. See here, so he has cut an arc and then draw the locus through this point, then what I have to do after drawing the locus, see, cut with this true length of the median, that is 21.65 on the true inclination line. On the true inclination line, you have to cut with the true length line. Then after cutting this, you will get a point. So through this point, you need to draw the locus. After drawing the locus, then what you need to do? Once again, I have to take the apparent length of the median, that is 15.31. Then same center, and you need to cut this locus with the same center. So here using the arc by center point command, and say locating at the same center, cut the locus line. So you need to cut the locus line. So he has taken the arc by center point command. He has taken the radius as 15.31. See, the radius is mentioned typed to 15.31, and then draw an arc to cut this locus line. So now you need to join the apparent median line, then pick this which has moved from this with move with copy command at the end point of this, any one of the point you need to take, is extended to measure the inclination line. Extend to next command can be used so that we can measure the angle between these two. So that we will get the beta angle. Use the extend to next command, and measure the angle between this. These two. So now he is picking this top view, second portion top view, to be redrawn, which you have done in the sketchbook, and locate by keeping here so he's once again is moving with the blind, so don't use the blind move, here. Use the any one end point. See here, this end point means opposite to this point. Say for example, if you take this as M, so this M end point will be placed here. This M point will be placed here, and then rotate command can be used. Okay. He is using the collinear command. And naming. Now project up to, but the reconstruction should be done on these two lines. He has done in a different way. Please don't use this. Okay, you proceed as what we discussed in the sketchbook problems. Similar to that, you need to proceed. Then project the upward and get the front view. So this is how we can construct the triangular lamina. And after finishing everything, then you need to check out XY, VPHP, then dimension lines and arrowheads. All this to be done. All to be done. So he has measured the beta angle is how much? He has taken 40 degrees. It should be 45 degrees. Because in the question he has mentioned that it is 45 degrees. Okay, 40 degrees to V. Okay, 40 degrees to VP. So 40 degrees is correct. Yeah, 40 degrees. After 40 degrees is measure the dimension, and then what is the beta angle? What is the beta angle? It is around 50, 65. So represent with the text command X, then Y, VP, HP, VP, HP. Once again use the text command VP, HP. You need to type. Okay. So now this is how you can do the projection of planes using the software. So is it clear now? So here he what mistakes he has done is moving with the move copy command. He has used the blind because you need to pick while moving the object. You need to pick any one of the corner as a reference. You need to move the particular object with the corner as a reference. So he has used the blind move. Please don't use that blind move. Okay, don't use that blind move. Okay, so use the any one of the reference. Say for example, if you want to move this object, you take either A as a reference or B as a reference or C as a reference. Okay, or M as a reference. You can take any one of these as a reference. If you take the B as a reference, so B comes here and then it will be reverse of this. It will be reverse of this. B will come here and then we are going to replace on the object. So if you take the what you call the sketchbook, it is not this way. It should be in the different way. Okay. So move copy command and rotate command. It should be done by taking any one as a reference point. Any one corner as a reference point. That has to be kept in mind. Okay. Right. So now we'll move to the one more problem. A pentagonal lamina. A pentagonal lamina of sides 25 mm is resting on one of its edges on HP with the corner opposite to that edge. Is parallel. I mean, with the opposite touching VP, and this edge is parallel to VP, and the corner which touches the VP is at a height of 15 mm above the HP. I think we have done this problem in the sketchbook. Okay. So draw the projections of the lamina and determine the inclination of the lamina with the HP and VP and the distance at which the parallel edge lies from the VP. So here he has not given the lamina inclination. That's what we discussed in the theory classes. So lamina inclination is not given, but the condition is given because the point which touches the VP, the corner. Okay, this edge is parallel to VP and the corner touches the VP is at a height of 15 mm above HP. So corner is above 15 mm HP means it is lamina is rotated about the HP. Lamina is rotated about the HP. It means the lamina is inclined to HP. So we need to keep the lamina parallel to HP. So when you keep the lamina parallel to HP, the top view will be the true shape. As it is resting on one of its edges, so edge has to come on the left side. So means edge has to come left side so that it will be perpendicular to VP. So if you draw that, so take the XY and VPHB, and here you construct just by drawing a length of 25 mm, a 0 degree, then 25, 72. We use the command like 72, then 25 length, then you can use the 144, you can use the 144, then length 25, then minus 144, then you can join to the end point. Now this is not required, the orientation of this pentagon is not required. So what we do is you pick any one of the reference point and then rotate so that it will be vertical, See, it shows that this symbol, whenever it shows the symbol, then you can show that is vertical. Then move near to this particular XY line. Then you need to draw the projection. See here, if you take this dimension has to be represented, and then naming A, B, C, D, E, F, then project the upward to get the front view, So next what he has done is naming, projecting to the XY line. So before projection, please name it once only. Then join from here to here using the line command, and here it is very important, you should know what is the distance from this point to this point. Okay, you can measure by using the distance between these two lines, that is enough, not required this one. So to make it easy, he has used this particular arc command. Move with copy, but still see here he is using the blind move. So he is using the blind move. See here, he is using the move command, and see here, where is the cursor? Cursor is here, but you need to place this cursor at this any one of the end point or this point, either this point as a reference you need to take and then move. Don't move like this. Okay. So use move command, choose this one, and then place any one as the reference point, either this left hand side or right hand side corner. Take the reference point and then move it. Don't move by using like this. Okay. Yes. Now after moving onto this line, then you need to rotate this, and you need to rotate this to a given angle. How much angle it is given? He has not given any angle, but he has given that this corner, the corner is 15 mm above HP. He has mentioned that this corner opposite to the resting edge is 15 mm above HP. So I don't know the angle, but I know this corner, this point is lies at 15 mm above HP. This corner is lies at 15 mm above HP. So I can draw a 15 mm line offset to this. Use the offset command and draw 15 mm line. Okay. Then you need to rotate in such a way that touches that particular line. Okay. Yeah. So using a 15 mm line to be drawn using offset, or just draw a line and then measure the distance and set the distance. Measure the distance between that and this. So you can go with 15. It should be 15. Edit that length so that it will be 15. Edit that length so that it will be 15. Now take this length of this line and this view is made as rigid set. You can use rather than this much tough, you can use one small thing. What is that? You just measure the length of this line view. What is the length of the line view? Okay. What is the length of the line view? Use the arc by center command. Use the arc by center point command. Somewhere you locate the point and then project this, so that if you cut this one, then you'll get the exactly what is the angle between. Next, what it is. So after drawing, okay, after drawing this 15 mm line, what I mean to say is, you need to take the length of this line view. You need to take the length of this line view and use the arc by center point command use the arc by center point command. Locate anywhere on this line, xy line, one point, and that as the center. The radius equal to the length of this line view. The radius is equal to length of this line view. Cut this line. That is very simpler than this by moving, rotating, and all those. Okay, use that one. Use that one. So what I am telling is use the length of the line view. Use the length of the line view and arc by center point command. Arc by center point command. If I use anywhere on this as a center, length equal to line view length is equal to as a radius. Line view length is equal to as a radius. Cut this particular 15 mm line. Cut this 15 mm line so that you will get exactly where it is. I mean, what is the angle between? What is the angle between this line and this? You need to find out. So here, what he is doing is, see, it is, don't do this way. You do what I told is, you take the length of the line view, you take the length of the line view and then cut this 15 mm line using the arc by center point command. Then after getting this intersection point, join to the center. Join to the center. That is enough. Don't use this one. So don't use this way. Okay, right? Okay, right? Yeah. So now here's we have done this by using the arc by center point command. Now we have to project the top view. Now we have to project the top view. How to project the top view? Just by using the drawing the vertical projection from each corner. That is, here it represents A comma B. Say for example, we give A, B, C, D, E. So this represents A dash, E dash, and here this represents the B dash and D dash, and this top corner represents the C dash. So from each corner we need to draw the vertical projection. We need to draw the vertical projection. Draw the vertical projection. So from C, from B, and then from this point also. Then draw horizontal projection up to this point. Then from here to here at this point. Then from here to here it is up to this point. And from here to here onto this point, and then here to here. Yes. So join all these points by using the line command. Trim all the extra lines. Don't use the extra lines. So I have trimmed up and then I got only intersection points right now. Now we use the line command. Then join to each. So which is of 0.5 mm thickness. Which is of 0.5 mm thickness. Now I got the pentagonal lamina. And we need to use the move with copy. See, once again, so please don't use this cursor is not on any of this corner. This corner is not placed. This cursor is not placed any one of this corner. It means that this is called as a blind move. Don't move. Don't use this command like this. Okay, use the command move with copy. Move with copy by taking any one of this corner as a reference. Please take this corner as a reference. Please take this corner as a reference. Why? Because this corner has to be placed on the XY line. So take this corner and then move this with copy. Move with copy command. Okay. So don't use this blind move. Why? Because I see if you look at this, the cursor is here and object is here. So there is a lot of distance. So the reference point is not taken exactly any one of the corners. So please keep it in mind. He has done for all the problems in the same way. So don't do like this. You people, you proceed by taking any one corner as a reference line. By taking any one corner as a reference line and then move with copy command. Move command with copy command here and then place it somewhere else. Okay. So now I placed here. So what is the question is given is the question. Edge is on HPY, the corner opposite to that edge. The corner opposite to that edge is touching VP, means the corner C is touching VP. So what I have to do is, there is no inclination, there is no angle as given. So directly just rotate the lamina such a way that C comes on XY line. C comes on XY line. See, he is rotated. He has rotated. After moving this, rotate this lamina making perpendicular, I mean parallel to this XY line. This slide making parallel to the XY line, and then this point, this corner has to touch the XY line. That's all. This corner has to touch the XY line. Whereas in the reconstruction, we are using the box method and then we are proceeding. But here you can use only move, rotate command only. Move, rotate command only. So just place on that. Now draw the vertical projection and then horizontal projection. So B and E from this endpoint, so that I can draw up to that point, intersection point of this. Yeah, next up to that point. So 2 points I got, and trim that extra lines. Trim that extra lines. Then project from this point onto the XY line, because it is the side is resting on XY line only. So horizontal projection from this and then vertical projection from this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So 5 points I have obtained. Then join all these points by using the thickness of 0.5 mm. By using the thickness of 0.5 mm. Then you name all the things using the text command A. So if you name it first only, it will be easy for you to understand what is how which one have to rotate and which one has to come on this. So A, B, C, D, see A comes here now. If you draw A here, then it goes wrong. If you write A here, this will go wrong. Okay. So A dash, C dash, then B dash, D dash, then C dash. The same we can use the move command. Move with copy command. One front view and one top view is enough. So the same can be moved. The same can be moved. So move with copy to here and then to there and C dash to the here. Then use trim command for extra lines. Yeah. Okay. So next top view. A, B, C, D, same as it is, we can keep it as A, B, C, D, E. Okay.